What's going on, wrestling family? So people are trying to rob me, man. They trying to rob me left and right. Close family, close friends, co-workers, people in my wrestling family, everywhere, up and down, left and right. They are trying to steal from me, man. And it's always the people closest to you trying to do this. They're trying to steal my prized possession. And what are they trying to steal? My wrestling fandom card. And the reason why they're trying to take that from me is like, hey, how are you a huge wrestling fan but don't know 99% of what's going on in the wrestling world? And they're talking about rumors and reports and things like that. And that's a legitimate question. I get that. I'll take no offense to all that. I've heard people online ask me the same thing, but I have a legitimate reason as to why I am the way I am. Now, we're going to watch this as a family. Dave knows wrestling. There is a part of this interview, and I'm not going to watch the entire thing, just the part where he kind of speaks his mind. And I feel like that I am speaking vicariously through him. This part right here just touched my soul, man. This touched my soul. Hopefully this gets you guys to understand where I'm coming from. And if I have anything else to add to what he has to say, of course, I'm going to talk. That's what I do in this channel. Now, before we get started, hit that subscribe button and let's get into this.
Now, I've recently come to an almost epiphany of my own. I've pretty much avoided almost all dirt sheets at this point. There's only one website I go to periodically, and that's it. Social media, I was never a big social media guy to begin with, but now I've purged myself of all of it. I don't want to know about it. Just leave me alone. I don't want to hear the rumors.
Guys, like, just really quick, don't she remind you of Elektra Lopez a lot, like, in the face? Like, she gives me like Elektra Lopez. But anyways,
things are a lot better for me now. All the stuff, I don't get to be disappointed. I don't get to hear that something's going to happen, that it doesn't happen. And I'm not getting lied to every day. And the big part that drove me crazy was I felt like I was doing it to myself. I'm only getting lied to because I allowed him to lie to me. I'm living in a world where the dirt sheets flat out lied to me and said that WWE was sold to Saudi Arabia. Untrue. They told me that the fans were turning on Cody Rhodes because he's guilty of not Sami Zayn. I will never let all of you forget that you kept saying that, by the way. I'm going to remind you of that.
I remember that.
And that wasn't true. Because right after Cody Rhodes doesn't beat Roman Reigns, oh, Cody should beat Roman Reigns. He should have won. Wait a minute. Weren't you just saying that fans don't like him? You know,
testify, brother.
Nonsense. All this crap I've been hearing. All these things that have been reported. Not to mention all things that were reported before that turned out to be lies. And now that he's fired, I definitely don't want to hear about what CM Punk had for breakfast and how that means he's coming back or whatever. I don't want to hear this for the next 7 years. I don't want to see all the clickbait that's going to hover around Punk. I want to know, why do you think... Oh,
yeah, okay. So if you guys want to hear her response to that, you guys go ahead and watch his interview with her. It's his latest video. But here's the thing. I agree 100%. I'm one of the biggest CM Punk fans you would know. You guys know I support Chicago wrestlers left and right. CM Punk, Montez Ford, who's the rest? D'Lo Brown, Jason Jordan. The list goes on and on. Mustafa Ali before he was released. I support all Chicago wrestlers, and I'm one of the biggest CM Punk fans you'll ever meet. But even though, to play devil's advocate, I did a video about CM Punk, I don't care about these reports that come out every time there's a big wrestling event saying that CM Punk is going to be at Bound for Glory. He's going to be here. He may be at Survivor Series because it's in Chicago. Like, it puts people in this place where they have this MCU Disney Plus Easter egg mentality where it's like, oh, there's a report that there was a wrestler that went to a chicken shop in downtown Chicago. He ordered a chicken sandwich with mayo and provolone cheese. Oh, if you think about it, chicken starts with C, mayo starts with M, provolone cheese starts with P. So whose name has that? CM Punk. And even though it doesn't spell out Punk, but Punk, it has. CM Punk is coming back at Survivor Series. Oh, and it's in Chicago. Like, come on. We gotta relax. We gotta take it easy. Again, I'm a fan of his, but at the same time, if he gets to wrestle, if I see him at Survivor Series since I'm going, yes, I'll react to it. I'll mark out. But if he doesn't, it's not a big deal to me because I know what his reputation is. Regardless if he's the reason why or he isn't the reason why. He's like that guy that's every time he goes to the club, he go down the street, somebody gets shot for some reason. I don't know why. Even if he's not doing a shooting or if he is, somebody ends up getting shot. All I know is you plus whatever area, somebody ends up in intensive care. That's all I know. So if you ask me to give you a ride home, you're not getting in my car, bro. It's some bad omen on you or somebody's after you or you're doing something. So if WWE is like, I don't want CM Punk back, especially Triple H, I completely understand that. And I don't fall for that anymore. So for me, I've done some rumor stuff on this channel. Before that, I kind of wasn't into the rumors. And even now, because like he said, a lot of the times it's not true. You get people hyped up for something to happen, and then they get disappointed and they can't enjoy the pay-per-view because they're like, I kind of was hoping for this to happen. And again, like he said, he did it to himself, and people are doing it to themselves. But these rumors and stuff kind of ruins things. And if the rumors are right, now to play devil's advocate, then it spoils it for you. So you can't even enjoy the excitement of it because you already knew this was going to happen. Now, there are some things that are obvious that you don't need the rumors or reports to see that's going to happen. There's some like Easter eggs and seeds planted and things like that throughout the storyline. But the thing is, for me, what made wrestling exciting for me as a kid, I didn't have access to all this stuff. I didn't have access to what the plans were for a wrestler, who's going to be backstage, when this is going to happen, when that is going to happen. Every time something happened, it was exciting because I was shocked. Whether good or bad, I didn't know what was going to happen. And that is what made me enjoy wrestling as a kid. And for me, I'm kind of away from the rumor stuff because it helps me enjoy it as an adult. You know, I'm not the type of person who needs to know everything that's going on with wrestling. I know I'm not a wrestling mastermind. People enjoy and indulge wrestling in different ways. Some people watch it for the intricacies and things like that. Some people watch it for the entertainment, like myself, and just the storyline and want to see good matches. And that's great that we have different minds in the wrestling family that enjoy it for different ways. So I'm not saying there's something wrong with people who want that, but for me personally, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Unless somebody tells me, then fine, I don't get upset, but I don't go digging for it because they'll tell you, oh, this person's supposed to show up here. And you will watch the pay-per-view expecting for this person to show up. You can't even focus what's happening in front of you right now because you're just so focused on what the rumors are saying, and it doesn't happen, do you get disappointed? Like, why do that to yourself? That's just my perspective on the whole thing. Why do that to yourself? But at the end of the day, I indulge it for the entertainment. I don't want to know what's about to happen next. They always say these are the original plans for this wrestler, but it's like, how can you confirm that? Because the people who are part of the creative team, they're not the ones coming out with the support. This is a person close to them, supposedly. But if it didn't happen, then there's no truth behind it. There is no, these are the original plans. I can say the original plans for anything was anything, right? Like, okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I've done this before to a girl. I tried to do something at the last minute, and you know how things happen when you do stuff at the last minute, it don't work out properly. And I took her to some restaurant that was kind of messed up. This is our first date, and this is my fault. And then I was like, yeah, I was going to do this. And this is the last time I've ever did this. I was like, I was going to take you here, then do this, but then, you know, things didn't happen or whatever. And guess what she's thinking? Okay, that's great that you had all these things planned. All I can go by is what you executed. I don't care what the plans were before. That doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, why would you even tell me that? Because now I can't even enjoy what's in front of me because now I'm thinking like, dang, it could have been this. And I think that's what happens when it comes to wrestling, at least for me. That's what happens. So I stay away from a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll check in the Sports Kita or maybe a WrestleMania video here and there. But outside of that, again, as a kid, I didn't have access to that stuff. So I think the better part of enjoying wrestling for me right now is not knowing these things, right? Sometimes there's reports, people coming from AEW to WWE, like Jade Cargill or whatever. Those things are fine here and there, but I can't take it seriously. And I'm not trying to take away from these outlets for wrestling or anything like that. I'm not saying not to go check them out. If that's your thing, if that's what you love to do, go ahead. But for me, I'm not that interested anymore. And like I said, Dave explained it really well. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the sports outlets are pretty much ruining the experience for you or not ruining the experience for you? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Whew, I rambled a lot. I need some water. It's kind of cooking in here. But anyways, salute, peace, have a good day.